Hi, y'all. Okay, so when I was connecting in with Source, asking what is it that wants to channel through for a reading today, it is what wants to be alchemized in your life. Also, I should say, hi, I'm Jody Teresa. Thanks for being here. I like to call started calling my channel the Relentlessly Authentic Channel because I am a channel, and my biggest task in life is to be relentlessly authentic. I am a recovering past people pleaser and really have found the immense value in staying true to myself and being relentlessly authentic and not caring what other people think. And it's a journey, right? For all of us when we have healing. It's cyclical. Things will come up and we have to confront them and move forward and through them. The only way out is through. So when I was sitting down to do this reading, preparing for it, I was hearing what wants to be alchemized and transformed in your life. So true healing is alchemizing energy, alchemizing the experience, taking, something that was an abusive situation and moving that into something that you now have learned from, and you see why your soul picked that journey, that experience to grow from and alchemize, right? Something beautiful can come from horribly abusive situations. And not to say that, not to diminish any abusive situations at all. They're terrible. But our souls do sign up for those situations. And I just heard Kaya Ra say this on Just Tap In podcast with Emilio Cortez. You get to be angry about what happened. Like the situation, whatever you signed up for, it's okay to be angry about it. It's okay to say, why the hell did I sign up for that, right? But big picture, zoom out, a lot of times we'll understand it later down the road when we can alchemize and transform that energy. And when I was asking what wants to be alchemized, I don't have this book completely memorized, so I'm going to use the guidebook. I love this deck. Archetypes by Kim Kranz. The Maiden, bear with me while I find it. I'm like, am I going the wrong way? Sorry, y'all. These are, what's it called? Roman numerals. And oh, there you go. Essentially should pause it, but there she is, the Maiden. If you're still sticking with me, God bless. Love ya. Okay, the Maiden. The Virgin, the Princess, the Innocent. The Maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive. Because of her flawless and youthful glow, she's the first archetype in the trifecta of Maiden, Mother, Crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The Maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The Maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. So when this aspect is light, as in, I guess I would say like the elevated version of the Maiden, it is curious, enchanting, sensual, and full of vitality. When dark, in a lower aspect, it pretends, projects, denies, and fantasizes. Ooh. So, with being asked to what wants to transform and alchemize in your life, this is a great card to get. But I'm hearing Spirit is asking you to stop being naive about situations or things that have happened in your life and take off the rose-colored glasses and look at it for what it is, what it was, whatever happened, whatever you need to transform and alchemize. You know, a lot of times when in this energy, right, it was even saying like drawn to shadowy forest, dark nights. If we are stuck in this energy for too long, we're going to not be discerning. And one of the best things about developing your spiritual discernment is the ability to tune in and choose what is in alignment for you. So with this, it's time to really be aware of what are you being naive about, okay? Spirit, am I meant to take this other card that fell out? Yes. Kairos. Okay. Oh. Did I actually just flip to it? Kairos, yep. Mythic time, synchronicity. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. So, let's read the one line. Alignment, ease in decisions and action. When dark, fighting against time. Ooh. So stop fighting against your inner knowing, and really it's time to tune in to that higher guidance, wisdom, God, source, spirit, the universe, your angels, your higher self, your soul, whatever you want to call it, whatever you connect to. It wants to guide you and lead you, but you have to tap into it. As humans, if we're not aware, we are raised in this consciousness that is like a slave consciousness, and our subconscious mind 95% of the time runs the show and goes off of our belief systems that we created from 0 to 7 years old, which are full of dysfunctional beliefs because no family is clear of it, right? There's going to be different belief systems that exist because our whole society at large is not fully healthy. And so these belief systems are, if you look back generationally, they go back, right? The belief systems. Maybe it's there's not enough money, or you're not good enough, or you can't be an artist because that's not realistic. You know, whatever these are, your sensuality or your sexuality is bad. It's going to be different for all of you, but digging those up and being aware of them and not being in this naive place of just blindly following them. It's time to transform these belief systems and really get in there. And this is where self-inquiry can be incredibly powerful, because that is true alchemy. When you look at a belief system and look at, where did this come from? Where was this born? How did I develop this? Where, who, what, when, where, why? And have the intention be to connect to your higher self for guidance in this moment, to bring alchemy to your soul and move forward, right? And change out of these patterns. And then connect to your authentic self. Your higher self, your superconscious self knows the way, knows the best option for you. God, highest divine source, knows the best way for you, your angelic team. And asking for their help is what you need to do also, because we have free will. They can't just like come in and tell you what to do. Like, being a human, this is a spiritual journey as souls, as spirit, embodying a physical flesh, a body, right? It's a spiritual experience, and we are spiritual beings. We are a spark of the divine, spark of God's source that exists within us. And it's imperative that you understand that you have the ability to connect with this God source that exists within you and can change your life and transform this pain into gold, right? Transform the old, release these beliefs, release trauma, and move forward on a path that you feel fully aligned with and excited about. Life should be fun and joyful and beautiful. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. What is the shadow aspect that's really blocking right now from transforming out of these? Okay, the moon reversed. So this is really the unconscious, and it's just really not being aware of it at all. And it's blocking you a little bit more dangerously because you're not aware of it. So these can be patterns and belief systems that are really ingrained that you don't even know that they're happening, right? It can be that like story in the back of your head that is just there, and you've known it and been saying it for so long, or it's been in your ancestry for so long that it's literally in your DNA, right? And that's not your fault. What has happened to you is not your fault, but at the same time, it's your responsibility to change it. It's our responsibility to instead of reacting, instead of reacting to anything in our lives, we respond. That would be the aligned way of like, a reaction can be uncontrolled, right? It can be if we react in anger, from a lower place or from these belief systems. And instead, having awareness of these belief systems and responding. So what are these belief systems? What's holding you back? 3 of Cups reversed. With this energy, I'm getting it's like with other people, how you experience joy. I'm getting it's people-pleasing aspects. And you're not being true to yourself. You're abandoning yourself. And, there are maybe ways that you are true to yourself, but if you have people-pleasing in your ancestry and you've been modeled that as a child growing up, it becomes second nature. It becomes a way of survival. You're not to blame, okay? But again, it's your responsibility to change it moving forward. And you can do it. Alchemy of your soul is beautiful and leads to transformation in your entire life that you can feel so excited about, because your life gets to get lighter as you remove these layers of trauma and programming, and you can access your divine self, soul, higher self, the spark that exists within you, so that you can live a life aligned to your truth, your passions, your desires. living your deepest fulfillment. And then next we have the Empress reversed. So this is really forcing life to work for you. The Empress upright is really attracting. She's got it all. She's beautiful. Look, she's like birthing the world. And in a metaphorical sense, like we all have the ability to birth our desires. Your desires exist within you because you're meant for them. But when it's reversed, you are trying to force your life, and nothing good comes from forcing things. You know, whenever I hear people say like, oh, I'm trying to make this work, I'm trying to make my relationship work, I'm trying to make this job work, I'm trying to make something work, it's not for you, boo-boo. Okay? It should be easy, effortless. Do you have to put the time in? Like because I heard someone ask this question once with manifestation in a podcast. They said, you know, what do you mean by easy and effortless? Like, don't you have to put work in? And isn't that hard work? And they were like, yeah, but think about the analogy they gave was like a athlete. When they're in their flow state, right? That is their divinity that they are accessing. They are a pro athlete. It's amazing what they can do, right? I just got chills. But they have to put in the training. They have to put in the hard work of doing agilities, sprints, weight training, studying film. You know, like all of that is the effort. But it comes easy to them because it brings them so much joy and excitement and love, right? They love to do it. So that's what you need to shift into, is like, what does your soul want to do? What do you love? What comes easy to you to attract? This could be cooking. This could be astrology. This could be fashion, making jewelry. Okay, you're an artist, or you're really good at coding and you want to develop this game that brings you so much joy. Whatever it is, that seed of desire exists within you because you're meant for it. Okay? What is the spiritual advice? Source? What is the spiritual advice for my collective here? Ooh. Okay, the Tower reversed. Let it crumble. Like, the Tower is a crumbling because there is a faulty foundation. And what has been built on this faulty foundation, it's like it has a time limit, right? Like the expiration date is coming, because if anything is built on a foundation that is not solid, it's going to crumble, right? Facts in real life. With it being reversed, this is saying there is a tower that needs to come, that needs to crumble, but you're resisting it. So what needs to fall away? What do you need to release that is not in alignment, where you're staying in this naive place, right? Taking it back to the maiden, where there's this naivete, and not really being like stepping into the wisdom aspect of like, oh, these patterns, these relationships, this job is really not in alignment. I feel anger. I feel frustrated. I feel disrespected. Whatever it is, it's going to be unique to everyone because this is a general reading. But you are guided here because I have the intention that this reading finds the people that it's meant for. So take it how it resonates and apply it to your situation. But it's time to let these things crumble and fall away so that you can step into your new life that is in alignment with what you truly want. Life gets to be beautiful. We are limitless. We can create what we want. right? Whatever is in alignment for you, whatever you desire. Another spiritual advice, please. Yeah. Oh my God, beautiful. Okay, 8 of Cups is walking away from what no longer serves you emotionally. You're like, I'm good on that. I see my value, I see my worth, and I know where I've been holding myself back with these beliefs and how they have manifested in the physical form in relationships, jobs, etc. Take it how it resonates. And it's time for me to walk away. And this takes strength, and you have to trust in yourself and believe in your internal guidance, the guidance that you're getting from spirit source, and take the action. Taking the action feels scary because your ego, your subconscious mind wants to keep you safe and say, no, we're not doing that because we're safe here in these situations that we know because they're comfortable, right? But it's better to let them go because we have to leave our comfort zone for growth, okay? That quote is coming to mind right now. The risk to remain tight in the bud became too painful. And so there was a blossoming and an opening, right? It's scary but also worth it because the bud becomes a flower. Oh, my cat's coming up here to say hi. Tarzani. Then we have the Knight of Cups. So exactly what I'm saying, like Spirit is saying, when you walk away from what is no longer serving you, you are going to come into your wish fulfillment. Okay, that's the Nine of Cups. Baby boy, don't do that. Okay, I don't know if we need to say much more about this. This is beautiful. Let's do some Oracle of the Unicorn cards for further spiritual advice. Y'all, have you done, while I'm shuffling, have you done like a meditation to meet your unicorn? I just did recently. I was guided to do it. I like heard to do one and then I saw her. She's beautiful. She's like black with purple undertones and told me her name and everything. Yep. So you should do that. Meet your unicorn. Okay. What is the guidance from the unicorns right now? Source, thank you for this collective right now. Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Okay, this makes sense. This checks. A lot of sensitive empaths, intuitives have issues with what's the word? Self-abandoning and people-pleasing. And instead of harnessing, instead of trying to make everyone else around you comfortable, it's important to harness that energy to heal yourself and make yourself feel comfortable and in alignment with your desires because you deserve it. And then when you do that, you can focus your healing to offer that to your community and your people. But if you're not a healer, it's healing yourself. Like giving that energy that you export to others, turn that inward on yourself and allow yourself to heal. I think that's actually what I'm hearing is the biggest message is for transforming and alchemizing this pain. Okay, I'm also hearing if you're drawn to work with a healer, follow that. Ask Spirit, ask Source to guide you to the resources that are going to help you. And, you know, you can ask for this to be a very strong knowing. I did this recently and I was guided to work with in this program that has been life-changing. And I was kind of looking around thinking like, what's it going to be? And then I just released it. And because I had already set this intention in prayer. And when it came along, I was like, this is it. There was not a doubt in my mind. So you can ask for it to be like that. Like make it is so clear to me who I'm meant to work with. Guide me to who I'm meant to work with. Okay, one more from the unicorns, please. Past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. All right, cool. So with these patterns and beliefs and ancestral, trauma, these are stored in the cells. And then also I do quantum energy healing sessions. And a lot of times these belief systems are from past lives, even parallel lifetimes. And that energy is stuck there. And when we bring conscious awareness to it, it alchemizes that energy to change that energy in the current so that there isn't such a charge or, a charge like a high energy response to those patterns. It's like it neutralizes. So there's this place of neutrality around these patterns and beliefs. The other card that came out is intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. I was just talking about that. What do you want to ask the universe for? Really do it, okay? Ask for help. Ask for guidance. Ask for the next actionable step in transforming out of these patterns and beliefs so that you can get in alignment with what you are meant for and what you truly desire. The universe already knows what you desire. If you ask for the next actionable step and follow it, you don't have to know the whole plan of where you're going. All you have to do is be in this present moment and follow what feels right and in alignment. And those little steps over time are going to get you on a trajectory that's in alignment with what you want in the future. Okay, amazing. Let's do Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Okay. What are we leaving this collective with for another piece of advice? Source, my highest divine team. Root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. So really get grounded in your body and on the earth. Okay? A lot of times, like spiritual teachings and spiritual people in the spiritual community can live in this place up in the mind. But we are human beings and we chose to incarnate here and we chose to have this life, and it is a physical life. So how can you connect to your body and the sacred aspect of being a human on this beautiful Mother Earth? Okay? Because it's a gift and it's a finite time. We're not here forever. So make the best of it. When we like buy into this rat race, what we're told life has to be, life feels awful. It's depressing. But depression is losing the spark of joy in life. And you don't have to give into that paradigm, that reality, that matrix. You create your matrix. You are incredibly powerful. Okay? And now we have the divine feminine. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Oh my God, beautiful. Because this also brings it back to when the Empress was reversed at the beginning there. And this being the shadow aspect. So the universe is coming in to double down with this highest divine source, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, to double down with this message. Connect to your divine feminine. Allow yourself to align with your authentic truth. And in doing so, being yourself authentically, doing the work and allowing the beliefs to fall away will bring you into alignment with your true self and align to this divine feminine where you attract in what you desire. And yes, it also is not just like, oh, I pray for it and sit around and wait. Like, things aren't going to find you when you're sitting in your living room on your couch, right? It's the divine inspiration can be I really feel like I want to go to this party. My friend invited me, and I get a strong yes feeling. Or I really want to go to this coffee shop today. I haven't been there, and I'd like to go check it out. Follow those little intuitions. I really want to go on a walk today. I'm feeling like I need to go on a walk at this certain place. Do it. You never know the divine synchronicities that spirit will bring you when you follow those inclinations. Life gets to be beautiful. Life gets to be magic. Follow your passions. Follow your joy. Okay? Thank you so much if you've made it this far with me in this reading. My name is Jody Teresa. You can find my website in my bio, jodyteresa.com. I offer personal readings as well as quantum healing sessions where which can be done remote. Yeah, they're really powerful, and a lot of times I'll see visions of past lives. I get ancestral downloads of what energy needs to be cleared just from tapping into, you know, if you share there's like some kind of belief system that's a problem or an issue, or like creating a time loop that you want to get out of, right? So that's that. I love you. Thanks for subscribing, liking, leaving a comment. That helps my channel grow. I'm fairly new to regular posting, but I'm going to be posting more often. And I just really look forward to having my collective find me and creating a community that is uplifting, supportive, and beautiful, and making yourself the best version of yourself and your reality in our world. Okay? I love you. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.